Hi, sorry, my video got cut off at the end there. I guess I reached our time limit. Okay, so in step 4, so we're putting it all together now, and like I said, ideally every paragraph should stand alone. So you should have your argument, your reason for why pit bulls should be banned, and then you have your evidence, and then your concluding sentence, and then like I said, you start your next paragraph, which will cover your next reason, and then if there's another reason after that, then another paragraph for that reason as well. Okay, so your aim is 3 to 5 paragraphs, and just remember that when you're doing this final step, when you're done or while you're doing it, you should be paying close attention to grammar, punctuation, spelling. Pay particular attention to using words that you might use in a text message to your friends, like you instead of the proper spelling, which is Y-O-U. And make sure that you're always capitalizing your I's, because sometimes students forget to do that as well. Those aren't the only things to pay attention to. Those are just some things that I've noticed, and some things just to kind of keep an eye on. So when you are done doing that and you've edited and reviewed everything, again, this is just a link to review the exemplars. So if you wanted to look over an example and compare it to yours again, here's an easy link to access it. So these are all the steps to putting together your series of paragraph. So the actual assignment topic that I've offered is it a good idea for high school students to have a job? You can do this topic. So it would be a yes or no question. So you make your T-chart and you put your reasons for yes and your reasons for no, and then you form your argument. Yes, it is a good idea for high school students to have a job, or no, it is not a good idea for high school students to have a job. I don't think high school students should have a job because, and then you list your 3 reasons, and then you go into your individual paragraphs that explore each reason more individually and give your examples and your proof to support your idea, okay? If you don't want to do that topic, Kwame, that's okay. You can pick another topic. You can pick the pit bull topic if that's something. I know that you like dogs and that might be something that interests you. Or you can pick another topic altogether. Just run it by me so that we can make sure that the topic you're picking is something where you can make a clear question out of and have a yes or no answer, just to make sure the process of creating your arguments is simple, okay? So your paragraphs don't have to be long. They're 4 to 8 sentences. Some paragraphs might be better, longer than others, might be because you have 1 or 2 examples for each one, and it's longer to explain one idea than the other, and you have to break it up into multiple sentences. Just make sure you're not forming a 1-sentence paragraph. You don't want to have any big, long run-on sentences, okay? So you need to have a period, and then the next word starts with a capital, and that's how you're going to count your sentences, okay? So for instance, in this paragraph right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences, okay? Now a couple of these are smaller. In an actual series of paragraph, your sentences are going to be proving ideas. So your sentences will probably be longer than some of these, but just make sure you're counting your periods and having proper punctuation in there to keep track of it, okay? When you're done, you can submit your assignment to the Dropbox, and you can look over the rubric that's going to be used to assess it, and it's the same as what would be used for the literacy test. It's the same sort of code process. So code 60 would be the one that I've told you to review, and these would be what you would get if you fell into the other categories, okay? So if you have any questions, you can call me during those office hours, Tuesday and Thursday from 11 to 11:30, and we could talk on the phone if you need some more in-depth help. But keep in mind, I'm also available on D2L through email, or you can text my work phone or something if that's easier for you during the school day, okay? My last words to you are just don't overthink it. Take breaks, take your time, and remember, this is a pretty big assignment. In a classroom, I would give students over a week probably to be working on something like this. I know your days when you're actually at school are longer, so you know you have like 6 hours in school on Wednesdays and then a couple hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you might have gotten a lot more done in one workday than somebody would who was going just for 75 minutes each day. But I don't expect you to have this assignment done overnight, and you can work on it slowly over the next week and just touch base with me and ask me for help when you need it, okay? I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, don't forget to ask.